Bodine just going 3 laps down to the race leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We don't often see in NASCAR Winston Cup races the top 10 get really spread out, but everybody's kind of spaced apart a little bit here at this late juncture of the race.
They are very spread out, and you know the other thing that I've noticed, wonder what story they'll put out this week that Dale Earnhardt Jr. had that everybody else didn't have. When a guy comes along with this much talent, first thing you hear, they let him do this. He had that. He is this. I heard a story about the tires that he won the Winston on, and they said, yeah, he did have some trick tires. They were Jeremy Mayfield. We borrowed him, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's pretty hard to get any sort of an unfair advantage here. Even the tires, they've got NASCAR officials right in the Goodyear building, and you don't even get to walk in and say, gee, I'd like this set as opposed to that set. NASCAR's goal, level the playing field, keep the cars as equal as possible, but the drivers and crews decide it amongst themselves. And so far tonight, this driver and his crew have proven themselves to be by far the best.
Caught a glimpse of Robby Gordon earlier. There's Robby out on the racetrack. He spent the day in Indianapolis running the 500, finished 6th in that one, got on the airplanes and the helicopters and all the rest, came here to Charlotte, was not here for the start of the race. P.J. Jones wheeled this car when it rolled off the grid. During the rain delay at 381 miles, Robby got in the machine, was promptly penalized 5 laps for not obeying a NASCAR official, and is running in 37th position. Caution! Caution, Jerry Nadeau. Well, the valve has finally let go.
Yep, there it is.
And this takes the splash and dash pit stops out of the equation. We're going to see everybody come onto pit road here for tires in their final fuel stop.
And a bad break for Ricky Rudd, who had to make that unscheduled stop. Everybody else gets to stop under caution now.
Jerry Nadeau led 115 laps. He was the dominant driver for, say, miles 100 to 300 in this event.
But you know what? He got the thing he needs the most, the confidence that I can race with these guys.
He's going to make the left-hand turn here, though, into the garage, and become the 6th driver to not be running at the finish of this race.
Well, as the race wears on, we're probably going to see more of this.
Caution number 7 in the Coca-Cola 600. This one for oil on the racetrack on the back straightaway from Jerry Nadeau's car. And now the pit crews are going to go head-to-head for that all-important track position on what will be, should be, barring another caution, the final pit stops in this event. We saw Rusty Wallace's team come in 2nd, come out 9th on a pit stop earlier. We saw Matt Kenseth's team beat Dale Jr.'s out of the pit just a little while ago. Now the pressure's on.
It is that, and the adrenaline's flowing. You can see them making decisions. What do we do? Look at these guys. They're ready to fly.
I don't expect we'll see anyone take 2 tires here.
I'd be surprised. I can tell you, Junior said he wants his race car to be just the way it is. No surprise.
Here comes the field to the opening of pit road. Pit lane is open, and they will come down and make their stops with 38 laps to go. Dale Jr., Bobby Labonte, Matt Kenseth, Dale Sr., and Dale Jarrett, the top 5 order as they come in. Look at the top 3 in the triple box. Watch the work of their crews. Kenseth's team pulled off a 15 and change stop on the last pit stop to get in the race lead.
Not one car making any adjustments to the chassis.
Kenseth's away, Labonte's away. Earnhardt Jr., is he going to hold on to the lead? No, he's not. And I believe that's going to be Jeff Gordon who's going to go off pit road first.
Wow.
Gordon's out first. Did he get 2 tires? He must have.
He must have had that. Well, that's the only shot he has. He hadn't been a factor all night, so that's his shot. Maybe he can make it work.
Right into the pits in 8th spot. Came out in 1st.
Robbie Loomis, Brian Weitzel, crew chief and team manager. Top the pit box. That's Loomis there, making the call there. We'll follow up on the Gordon story in a moment. First, let's hear from the man who was dominant earlier but now finds himself out of the race, Jerry Nadeau with Marty Snyder.
Well, he clearly had the best car, and you knew at the rain delay the valve spring was going. How agonizing was it to try and ride it out? Not much you can do. I mean, we probably had the best car here for sure. I mean, just one of those deals. Got to thank MichaelHogan.com, Hendricks, everybody. Everybody on pit road did an awesome job all day. Get him at Dover. As Jerry Nadeau, and we said before the race, they had to win it. They had to not beat themselves, and they had an engine problem. Been plaguing them all year long, Jerry Nadeau, with the best car done this evening.
Jeff Gordon, the very quick pit stop a moment ago that got in the lead. Mike Hogwood, did they get 2 tires?
Indeed they did, Alan. Just talking to Robbie Loomis, he said, hey, I hadn't had anything work that I've played all night long. It's the only thing I had left. And he told him, let's take 2 tires and see what we can do. But he put his driver out front. Now the question is, can he stay there?
I'm trying to get straight in my mind which one it was. It was either 97 or 98 that Gordon took 2, Rusty Wallace took 4. Gordon held off Wallace for the win. Then the next year, Wallace took 2 and Gordon took 4, and Gordon went by him for the win.
The big difference, he had the dominant car that night. So the 2 tires, really, he had the car to beat. Right now, I think he made a mistake there because he's going to drop back, I feel.
Sit duck?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, 94 was the 2-tire deal because at that time I was doing pit road, and I remember standing at the gas pumps with Rusty Wallace, and Rusty just looked up there at Gordon and said, how did he win that thing taking just 2?
Yeah. Now let's not forget to point out that Bobby Labonte got off pit road ahead of Dale Jr. and Matt Kenseth did as well. Bobby is second. Kenseth is third. Earnhardt is fourth. That's senior Earnhardt. Jarrett is fifth. And Earnhardt Jr., probably his worst pit stop of the night, comes out in 6th position.
wow. That's big.
Unbelievable. So Earnhardt Jr. losing a lot of track position here at this point. Jeff Gordon being the beneficiary of a strategy call by his team, taking over the top spot. It was back a couple of years ago here at Charlotte, 1998. We talked about Jeff Gordon getting the 2 tires. Rusty Wallace took 4. There's the stop. And here he went by the guys with 4 tires, passing him for the win. Rusty Wallace incredulous after the race, as Dick was talking about, but it was Jeff Gordon going to the winner's circle for a 2nd straight year and a 3rd time overall in the Coca-Cola 600 in 1998. Our panel assembled here does not believe the 2 tires will work this time.
I'm going to tell you, he's got a lot of problems right on his back bumper there. Bobby Labonte is going to pose a problem not only for Jeff Gordon, but he's going to be tough to get by even for a car like Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s had all evening.
Dale Jr. is going to restart in 6th position.
Wow, look at all this shuffling around.
That's kind of bad right there. The cars on the lead lap are on the outside there, and you can see a 3 wide there. Everybody's trying to get in line.
Jeff Gordon was 11th before the pit stops. So he gains himself 10 positions with the 2-tire call. Question is it enough? Bobby Labonte, Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jarrett, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. lined up behind him now. It's going to be a while to keep an eye on Jr. Watch him try to pick his way back through the field. Green flag, 35 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600.
These lap cars are going to be very tough. You can see right now Ward Burton fighting back, trying to get back a lap that he's down.
13th position for Ward now. First car 1 lap down, and indeed he's now on the tail end of the lead lap if he can stay in front of Gordon and get a caution. Here's Bobby Labonte outside of Gordon for the race lead.
Boy, it's just a matter, I mean, that had to happen.
But on the first lap, wow.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse because the new tires really will work so much better. You'll see it happen right here as they go down in the corner. Watch Bobby Labonte come off the corner and just keep stretching.
Back with Dale Jr. in 6th position. Not only was he 6th on the restart, but he was actually 12th in line because of all the cars a lap or more down to his inside. So he's got the 5 in front of him on the lead lap to pass, and the other 5 in front of him that are a lap down.
Yeah, and he's got that right leg to the firewall right now trying to get back up there again.
Earnhardt is 2nd. Pressured heavily there by Matt Kenseth. Up the racetrack, a bunch.
Yeah.
Here comes Dale Jarrett.
Well, it's not that bad on fresh tires. We watched him a while ago run along there for quite a while, but Bobby Labonte knows he better get what he's going to get right now because that 8 car, if he gets back up there, is going to make life a little miserable.
Dale Earnhardt closing on the back bumper of Bobby Labonte.
Junior's crew has just radioed to him and told him take care of that right front tire. A lot of interest here on Junior's part in stepping on the gas as hard as he can go to get to the front.
Dale Jr. trying to get 5th spot away from Jeff Gordon. Up front, Bobby Labonte's going to dispense with the lap car of Ward Burton while we ride with Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon going at it here for 5th spot.
Junior's got to watch it running under those cars going in the corner like that. It makes the back very, very loose.
Here comes Matt Kenseth. He's around Dale Earnhardt for 2nd spot. He clears the lap car of Ward Burton.
Amid a pile of sparks as the car bounces off the racetrack.
The outside of the Ken Schrader car back on the Speedway after time behind the wall.
Matt Kenseth told me, he said, I let you down because I was bragging on him how well he ran in California, and he said, I let you down. You kind of told me I was going to do well at Charlotte, and I thought he was kidding because he really hadn't run that well, but hey, he's living up to what he told me. He is flying around this racetrack.
Labonte wide in 3. Kenseth's got the wheels right down on the line. His car really closing quickly on Bobby Labonte.
30 to go.
Wouldn't it be something after Dale Jr. has led all the laps tonight for the other rookie to slide in there and steal the win?
Well, they're both very, very talented race car drivers, and they both have great equipment. That's a Jack Ross motor right there. Bobby Labonte leading the race right now, but Matt Kenseth is really, really getting in the corner quick.
Bobby Labonte's got a million reasons to win this race. He is part of that No Bull 5 program. He gets $1 million bonus if he wins tonight.
Bobby, one of the 5 drivers eligible. Kenseth peeking inside. He just let Labonte know that he's there with a little bit quicker race car, it appears. Dale Earnhardt Jr., meantime, back in 5th position, looking ahead at Dale Jarrett in 4th. He's got some ground to make up to catch Jarrett.
You know, that car don't look like it's turning right. As he comes out of the corner, he's running way up against the wall, like it's not really turning like it was earlier.
Here comes Kenseth once again, looking for the lead on Bobby Labonte. Not yet.
Well, they're stretching their lead right now. There's no point in using these tires up. He can ride along there and make a real serious charge later on.
Dale Earnhardt in 3rd position right now. DJ in 4th.
But if you're Matt Kenseth, buddy, and your car's better than Labonte's now, you want the lead now, don't you?
There's your answer. He's looking to the inside, down the front straightaway.
Double wide, race lead. Turn number 1. Kenseth out in front. Matt Kenseth takes the lead from Bobby Labonte with 26 laps to go.
You know, things are happening this year that I've never seen before. Have a rookie prop like we have, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth, all these guys are so very, very talented with basically new race teams for Winston Cup, and they're just doing everything right.
Matt Kenseth led earlier in the event from laps 311 to 316 when his crew got him the lead off pit road, led for 6 laps, and then he was overtaken by Dale Earnhardt Jr. at that point.
Yeah, and the radio transmissions have changed to Earnhardt. They're no longer saying protect the right front tire. They're now saying keep digging.
And he is doing just that by the computer. That last lap, he was 2 laps faster than the leader. 2 miles faster.
Bobby Labonte has finished 2nd the last couple of times here at Charlotte. He's 2nd to Matt Kenseth now in the closing laps of the Coca-Cola 600. Stay with us for an exciting finish on TBS.